Hello Year 1, this is your feedback video. First of all, just going to scroll down here so you can mark your answers for your first worksheet. Now these are all showing this relationship that if we know 3 and 7 is 10, if we make one of these numbers 10 bigger, we can make it 13 or 17, then that makes 20. We can use our facts for adding up to 10 to make 20. Pause if you need more time. These are your answers for the bar models. These are really useful for problem solving as you go further up the school. And you could see that when you coloured all the bonds to 20, it made this 2, 0, 20 pattern, and you'll all have different answers for this one. And these are your reasoning problems for today. So if you knew that 4 and 6 made 10, you would know that 4 and 16 made 20. If you know that 2 and 8 make 10, you know that 12 and 8 makes 20. 16 plus 4 would make 20. If they were tricky for you, try using a tens frame next time. Make the first number and see what's left over to make up to 20. And let's look at some of these worded problems. I add two numbers together to make 20. Both numbers are in the 5 times table. What could my numbers be? We're going to use 100 square to help us with this one. So if we're looking at our 5 times table up to 20, we count 0, 5, 10, 15, 20. If you keep going, you get this nice pattern with straight lines, which is why our 5's nice and easy to work with. So we could say 5 and then another 15 would make 20. 15 plus 5 makes 20. We can say those either way around. Double 10. 10 add 10 makes 20. But we could also say 20 add 0, as 5, 10, 15, 20 are in our 5 times table. So all of those would be correct. So we can have 0 add 20, 5 add 15, and we could also have 10 add 10. And those numbers swapped around as well, such as 20 add 0. And let's look at this one. I add two numbers to make 20. Both are in the 4 times table. So let's go back to this. And we'll reset. So 4 times table is going to give us 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. So if we're going up in 4s, we could say 4 add 16. They're going to go together. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 4 more than 16 is 20. So that gives us one of our pairs. I'm going to put the other pair in a different colour. We could also have 12 add 8 is 20. Or we could also have 20 plus 0. 0, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. And that shows our different combinations. Let's have a look at the next one. I add two numbers to make 20. Both numbers are odd. One number is in the 3 times table and the other is bigger than 10. So there are more clues for this one. So odd numbers in the 3 times table, one of the numbers is bigger than 10, or the other number. So lots of things to think about there. Let's clear this. So 3, 6, 9, 12. If you don't know your 3's, count up in 3 each time. 1, 2, 3. Add another 3. 1, 2, 3 to get to 6. And you get this kind of stripy diagonal pattern if we're counting up in 3's. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. So I think we might need to have a think about those clues again. So it told us both numbers are odd. So let's get rid of all the even numbers on here because we know both of them are going to be odd. So we could have 3. If you know 3 and 7 makes 20, you know 3 and 17 makes 20. 9 and 11 make 20. I don't think it can be 15 because it says one number is in the 3 times table, the other is bigger than 10. If we have 15, we have to add 5, and that number is smaller than 10. So to make that really clear, let's put our answers on here. So we could have had 3 plus 17, or 9 plus 11. They both are odd, yep. One number is in the 3 times table for each one, yes. And the other number is bigger than 10. So those are our correct answers. And that one was tricky, and these two are also tricky. I add 2 numbers to make 20. The difference, in fact, I'm going to relabel this when I give it to everyone, put tricky from there, because that one was hard. I add 2 numbers to make 20. The difference between the numbers is 4. What could my numbers be? So a few ways, well, many ways you could work this one out. You could list all of your facts, all your addition facts up to 20. I'm going to show you a way using the tens frame you could solve this one. So we know one of the questions. Yes, we're on the difference one. One of the numbers is 4 bigger. So I'm going to use green to be one number, and my red is going to be the one that's 4 bigger. And I'm going to keep adding a counter of each colour so that this red one is always 4 bigger than the other. So you see, this is 8 and this is 4. We haven't made 20 yet, so we need to keep going. If that's 6 and that's 10, that is still 4 bigger. Okay, and let me check. I've got 12. That means this must be 6, 7, 8, 12 and 8. So I'm going to go back to the question. So I think it's 12 and 8, but I need to check. The difference between the numbers is 4. So the difference between 12 and 8, it is 4. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 is 4 bigger. And here's the last one. I add 2 numbers to make 20. One number is 3 times bigger than the other number. What could my numbers be? So again, you could write out all your addition facts to 20. And can you see one where the bigger number is 3 lots of the smaller number? And I'm just going to pause while I show you that one with the Numicon. Okay, so let's come back to this one. Now, to be 3 times bigger, that means we've got number 1. This is an example of bar modelling here. And the other number is 3 times bigger. So we actually need 4 of the same number to make our 20. So I have got 5 plus 15 as my answer. And 15 is made up of 3 lots of 5. It is 3 times bigger. And that was your tricky question for today. Our answer for that one is 5 plus 15 made 20. Don't worry if you needed some help with that one. That was so everybody had a bit of a challenge today.